asphyxiation, highlighting any activity that prevents breathing or can lead to suffocation like choking, drowning, or hanging games, or eating non-food items. Misuse of weapons, using weapons like guns or knives without proper safety precautions or in a way that could cause physical harm, includes the No Lackin' Challenge. Ingesting harmful substances, eating, consuming, or inserting non-food objects or chemicals may cause illness or poisoning, includes things like such detergent eating challenges. Burning, freezing, and electrocution, activities with inherent risk of severe burns, freezing, frostbite, or electrocution, includes things like the fire challenge or hot water challenge. Mutilation and blunt force trauma, activities like self-mutilation, abstaining from normal health practices, falling, impalement, collision, blunt force trauma, or crushing. Challenges featuring children, showing minors drinking alcohol, vaping, using tobacco or marijuana, or misusing fireworks. Note: we may age-restrict content that provides information about type of content in an educational or documentary way. For example, a documentary about self-mutilation may be allowed, but it won't be available to all audiences. Dangerous or threatening pranks. The following types of content are not allowed on YouTube. This is not a complete list. Intentional physical harm, inflicting physical harm on unsuspecting prank victims through things like punching attacks, drugging food or drinks with laxatives, or shock pranks. Making people feel in immediate danger, tricking people into believing they're in real danger even if no physical harm comes to them. This includes threats with weapons, bomb scares, swatting or fake 911 calls, fake home invasions or robberies, or fake kidnapping. Emotional distress to minors. Any prank that causes emotional distress to children or other vulnerable people. This includes fake death or suicide, fake violence, pretending that a parent or caregiver will abandon a child, or showing a parent or caregiver verbally abuse and shame a child. Note: we may age-restrict pranks involving adults that don't violate our policies. For example, a prank with a realistic-looking injury may be allowed, but it won't be available to all audiences. Violent events or instructions to harm. The following types of content are not allowed on YouTube. This is not a complete list. Bomb making, showing users how to build a bomb meant to injure or kill people, such as a pipe bomb, package bomb, explosive vest, or Molotov cocktail. Violence involving children, any real fights or violence between children. Note: we may age-restrict this type of content if it's documentary or educational. For example, content that provides medical, academic, historical, philosophical, or news perspective on a violent act may be allowed, but it won't be available to all audiences. Drug use. The following types of content are not allowed on YouTube. This is not a complete list. Displays of hard drug uses, non-educational content that shows people injecting intravenous drugs like heroin or huffing/sniffing glue. Making hard drugs, non-educational content that teaches people how to make drugs. Minors using alcohol or drugs, showing minors drinking alcohol, vaping, using tobacco or marijuana, or using any hard drug. Selling hard or soft drugs, featuring drugs with the goal of selling them. If you are using links in your description to sell hard drugs, your channel will be terminated. Steroid use, non-educational content that shows how to use steroids for recreational purposes, like bodybuilding. Note: we may age-restrict this type of content if it's educational, documentary, scientific, artistic. It should say scientific or artistic. For example, a documentary about intravenous drug use that shows people injecting drugs may be allowed, but it won't be available to all audiences. If your content shows items used for taking drugs, it may also be age-restricted.